This is Arts Alive. I'm Lynda Philippi. My guest today is Mike Santone. And before we go much further, I guess I need to do a little bit of introduction for those of you who don't know Mike. He's a very talented man. He's been involved with the Arts Alliance of Yamhill County for years, served as president and board member for a long time. He's also been associated with this show for a very long time, working as producer, helping us procure guests, and he's the guy that gets all the little episodes up onto YouTube and then posted in various places. So we owe him a huge debt of gratitude. You don't always see him, but he's always working behind the scenes, and he's currently been are we calling you the chairman or coordinator of the Paper Gardens literary competition for a number of years. So welcome.
Yeah. Thanks, Lynda.
Yeah.
Back again.
Yeah. So I mean, this is umpteen years that you've been doing this now, kind of.
Yeah, the Paper Gardens Creative Writing Contest is one of those things that is so unique because it links adults and youth and children and connects them with writing and expressing themselves in words. It's a wonderful program. This is my 4th year. I did it way back in 2006, I think, and then this will be my 3rd year of coordinating it, putting it together. It starts in the school year, September, and runs through till next year. So it crosses the school year, and then we have an award celebration where the winners get a book and they get to read in front of their family. It's wonderful. And it was started, and you know this because you knew her, by Rachel Bouchard, who actually she was born in August of 1921, so she'd be like pretty old by now. She died in 2004. But she started Paper Gardens in 1992 here, and here it is 23 years later, and it's still going.
Yeah.
So she had an incredible impact in the fact that the Arts Alliance has also allowed it to continue. In fact, you yourself was also for 2 years a coordinator of it.
That's right. Yeah.
And so it's one of those things that it amazes me that it has such staying power. And the poem that she wrote that they decided was a good title for the contest of Paper Gardens is actually not the title of the poem. It's an embedded line in the poem. The title of the poem is called Nemesis, and I'm going to read it.
Okay, great.
So, scorn my fanciful rambling. I'll map trails to Celestia. Mock my dreams. I'll mold bricks of vision. Pity my loneliness. Quick tears will fill singing brooks. Burn my paper garden. Cool camellias will rise from the flames. And lyrics bloom like suns to light us to the gates. A wonderful, tight poem. And it gives Paper Gardens Writing Contest its title. And it's embedded in one of the many books, because Paper Gardens produces a chapbook every year.
Right.
And every year we have a guest judge, or two. Last year we had two. We had the poet laureate Paul Ann Peterson and a young novelist, Sam Snunick Brown. I think Sam was on the show.
Yes, he was.
But this year we also have a poet and a prose writer and a memorialist, Joe Wilkins. He's done all of those things. Won awards, been published essays, memoirs, poetry, and teaches at Linfield in English department. So we're really lucky to have a good quality judge that can look at all of the things, because Paper Gardens has a number of categories. Poetry, of course.
And a number of types of poetry.
A number of types of poetry. There's a traditional, sonnets and those kinds of things, which hardly anybody does anymore.
Yeah.
And free verse, which almost everybody does. Then haiku. One year we tried tanka, which is actually an older version of Japanese traditional poetry.
And it's a 5-line, isn't it?
It's 5, 7, 5, 7, 7 syllables, 31 syllables. But we got lots of haiku, but not so much. So this year we're having we have haiku, and then our fourth poetry category would be poetry of place, specifically around Yamhill County. And then we have prose, short story, and then creative nonfiction, which is everything else.
Right.
Memoir, essay, really pretty much everything else. So those are the writing categories. And this year we're doing a couple of. Last year we had actually a call to artists across youth and adults. This year we're going to change that. It's a little different initiative. We're going to have just a contest for the cover of the book.
Okay.
And it's going to be for adults, and then we're going to offer a $50. Maybe I'm not supposed to say that. We're going to offer a prize.
A substantial cash prize.
A cash prize for as well as being on the cover.
Sure, of course.
And then another initiative we're hoping will help attract college writers is we're going to offer some scholarships, 50% scholarships. It's for their entry.
Oh, I like it. Okay.
And try to encourage more young adults who are out there writing, to enter, to encourage them to enter. And then the other person on my committee is Dr. Deborah Weiner, and she's a retired principal from McMinnville. Very energetic, wonderful person. And last year she got a grant and did a project with the schools where she gave seed books, little journals, to students who submitted work as simply an acknowledgement and an encouragement for them to keep writing.
Yeah, that's great.
And so she's going to do that again this year
Yeah.
with the schools. So we've got a lot of different kinds of things to try to encourage as many entries as we can from the different groups. We almost always get quite a few children, and
Yeah, I think it's really true. I noticed this too, that some teachers really embrace it, and they take this and they say, "Oh, this is gonna be a project, and we're gonna do poetry writing one day in class, or really work on it." And some of them are kind of like, "Well, here it is." I think it just depends. But I was also going to say that I think having the judge be a Linfield professor is really nice, because that may generate some more enthusiasm from the Linfield students.
Yeah. Well, I'm hoping that Shemeketa and we'll go try them all.
Beat the drum.
Yeah. And it starts now. I like to start early, but the contest really goes across. In fact, in many years, it wasn't called like Paper Gardens 2015, Paper Gardens 2000. It was Paper Gardens 1992-93. It was because it's across the school year.
It goes over, right.
So we start now. We'll have I'll go around the libraries and those kinds of things. And then we'll have another push just before Thanksgiving. Our deadline isn't until March 1 of 2016, so there's
Great.
lots of time. And of course, everybody waits.
Right. So February 28th, they start writing.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, I really wanted to do that.
So and then the judge has it for 4 weeks, and then we produce the book, and then our awards celebration where the winners who are in the book have a chance to come up and read in front of their families. It's a wonderful event, and it's going to be at the McMinnville Community Center on May 5th of 2016.
Okay.
So, you know, I'm way in front of the curve.
Sure, absolutely.
But then again, we'll be on YouTube. And,
yeah.
but it's, you know, it's one more year. I'm hoping to go to get Paper Gardens to the 25th year, and then try to do a memorial book that will cover. I have a copy of every single chapbook.
You do?
Right.
Boy, how did you manage that?
Ken Myers.
Oh,
Ken Myers.
bless his heart, of course.
And it, you know, he and Pat held it up for years and years and years.
For sure.
Too. But so I'm hoping to produce and try to publish all 25 years.
Oh, that'd be wonderful.
Or probably have to break it into a couple of volumes.
Coffee table book.
Yeah, but you know, there's 25 years of poetry. There's
a lot.
A
Sure.
lot.
Yeah, somebody may have been a youngster way back when, and now they're entering as an adult. You don't know.
Well, I remember you interviewing somebody from one of the dance studios, and we were talking to her. She owns a dance studio over here that she came from Newburgh to.
Oh, right.
And she was saying that she won one year.
Oh, how fun.
Years back.
Yeah.
Because I was talking to her about it, and I said, "Oh, well, you should enter again." You know?
Yeah.
But
well, you know, it's true. Everybody has a story. I mean, a lot of people think, "Oh, poetry, that's hard. I can't do poetry." But you know, I mean, you don't know until you try.
Yeah. And, you know, I every year I hit up the writing groups because there's a number of writing groups, and most years some of them enter. Yeah, poetry is one of those phenomena. I write poetry. I write pretty much Tonka, which but 31 syllables is about as far as I can get.
You probably got a really good shot at the prize then, if you're one of the 3 that enter.
But yeah, 31. I'm stretching it at 31 syllables. You know. But haiku is only 17 syllables. So
Yeah.
that's not very many. But
It's like the Twitter of poetry.
yes. Yes.
Can you do this in 140 characters?
Yeah, I don't know. If you, that's not very many.
No.
But we have it's all of the forms, the application, and those things are all on the website. Current. and
Which is the Arts Alliance.
Arts Alliance, and I think
Yamhill
there's even
County.
a little bug with it's Arts Alliance YamhillCO.org. I don't know why they didn't go county, but CO.org. And then it'll be Paper Gardens, and you can get the application.
Well, see, my computer knows. It's already got all the cookies built in because I just type in AAY and it pops right up.
There it is. Yeah.
Well, Mike, I really want to say thank you for coming on the show today and talking about Paper Gardens. Hopefully it'll be another exciting year. And now are you going to do the thing where you kind of back it up with the Terroir Writing Festival?
No, this year the Writing Terroir is April 15th.
Okay, so it's earlier.
It's way earlier, and so we decided to go to give ourselves extra time to produce the book.
Okay, perfect, good. So it'll be a little bit different. Well, great. We'll look forward to having you back on as we get closer to the event.
You'll see me again.
Okay, thank you.
Bye.